Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad you tuned in, and as always, brought to you by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, they care as much about your money as you do. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. Also presented by Lyona Labor's Local 663. Labor's Local Building, Missouri. We go down to Southwest High School, Washburn, Missouri. Home of the Trojans, and head coach on the boys' side, Coach Rusty Rowe. Coach Rowe, thanks for your time today.
Hey, thank you. We're glad to get to do this. The guys especially are, we're out of class right now. So.
All right. Good deal. Well, Coach, 19-6 on the season. You're the 1 seed in that Class 3 district. Tell us a little bit from your standpoint how the seasons went up to this point.
You know, we started new after last season. We had a great season last year, ended up winning our district. And, you know, expectations get set high, but we had half of our team graduate and leave. And so there was a lot of pieces that had to come into place in order for something like this to happen. And you know, I'll be honest, that really wasn't our focus beginning of the summer. Our focus was to come together and figure out who we were. And it was evident pretty quick. We had some guys step up from the JV level that were meeting expectations, the speed of the game. We had some guys that were going through that had played a lower role in varsity that began to go and accept a more prominent role in our offense and leading on defensive ends, and they began to show what they could do there. And then we had 2 guys that really were going to have to step up and go and be great leaders for us and scoring the ball. And we've seen them doing that. And so everything began to kind of fall in place, you know, really to the credit of these guys that are going right now and sitting around me. And so we realized that, you know, we had some chances to set expectations and to have some goals maybe a little bit higher than what others even had thought. And as the years progressed, you know, it just has kind of ended up here. These guys have been great at taking it one day, one game at a time, and it's been a lot of fun to get here.
And you know, you look at your record. You've won 7 of your last 8. Just a little hiccup there with Spokane. What do you feel right now at this point of the season? You're doing really well going into district time, and maybe one or 2 key aspects of your game that you may need to improve on to get to be able to make a deep run.
You know, every year you hit a lull in basketball, and we kind of recognize that and we know it, and we really did. There, early mid-January, we hit a little bit of a lull. We struggled a little bit in what we were doing, and our identity went away from some things we wanted to do. But, you know, guys understand that those things come and they go. And basketball is a long season. You got to be able to persevere. You got to be able to stay committed into it, and that's easier said than done. So I think the big thing these guys right now have done is what people don't see, and that is the way they show up for practice each and every day. They show up with the intent to get better. They show up with the intent to go and to compete with one another. As a coach, it's hard to express how nice that is when you have a team that you don't have to try to cheer and encourage, to show up every day, to want to play, to want to be around one another. You know, they truly love one another. And when you don't have to manage that as a coach, that's the things that you're doing great. And this time of year, if you got guys that still want to be on the floor, they're still hungry to win, they still feel like they have something to prove, and they're unified in their mission, man, you've got a lot of things going well. And I feel like that's been the greatest thing for us right now. Some things to improve on, you know, you asked about that, of things that we're going to have to do a little bit better. You know, at this point in time, you kind of know who you are. And there's been some times that we recognize in the defensive end of it when we struggle. That's really been an Achilles heel for us. And you know, there's some things there that stand out to us here and there. But again, we got guys that are focused in each and every day in practice to take care of those, to make sure we're doing what we call the little things right. We always believe if we do those little things, you know, wins take care of themselves, success takes care of itself. And these guys are committed to doing those little things.
Well, you've got 6 young men there in front of you. You start wherever you like and introduce them one at a time here, and we'll visit.
Sure, absolutely, love to. I'll start out in and with my captains in and on this. I'll just start with our front and center here. This is Charlie Pippen. He's a speech guy. He can do this for the first one up. But we call him Chuck. Chuck is the guy that goes and he does a little bit of everything for us. He's willing to accept whatever role. He's really stepped up and been a prominent player for us this year.
Charlie, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Now, do you prefer Charlie or Chuck?
Either one works.
Chuck.
We'll go with Chuck.
All right. Chuck, tell us a little bit about, first off, are you a senior?
Yeah, I'm a senior.
Okay. Tell us what you believe your roles and responsibilities are on the team.
I think I need to be like a voice, especially on like the defensive end, making sure we're all on one page and we're working together. I feel like my role offensively is like offensive rebounds and like the hustle plays, setting good screens and getting other like our main scorers open.
So tell me a little bit about the position that you play. Well, offensively and then defensively, what position are you?
I'm a center, so I'm inside most of the time. Defensively, I cover the corner and the lane mainly. I work with the man to my left. And then offensively, I'm a high post area, like working and trying to get screens for guards and the other post.
At the beginning of the season, coming into this season, number one, did your role change from last year to this year?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely changed. I had to step in and score the ball more. I mean, up until now, I've never really had to be like an offensive threat, like somebody to go to. I was always, go screen, get this person open. And I really had to step into more of a offensive minded mindset.
As you're coming into the season, did you have any personal goals or team goals as you entered the 23-24 season?
You said personal goals. My personal goal was to set our record for charges taken on the defensive end, which I mean, I've been able to do that this year. I'm hoping for more in districts. Team goals, I was wanting to go out and go see how far we could get, try to go win a conference like we did, and try to do our best in districts and hopefully win a district again.
All right. Well, Charlie, hey, congratulations on a tremendous season up to this point, and best of luck as you go forward.
Thank you.
All right. Coach, who do we have next?
We'll just go to the one to his left. We'll go to our other senior. This is Brendan Paulson. Brendan has been outstanding for us. Again, a kid that's really had to step up this year even more from the past. He's a two-time All-Conference, two-time All-District player already. And so he's met those expectations this year. But another captain of our team, Brendan Paulson.
Brendan, how are you, sir?
I'm good, sir.
All right. Tell us a little bit about what you believe your roles and responsibilities are on the team.
I believe that my role is just to be the leader on and off the court. I feel like I'm a big voice out there on the court. I am sought after on the offensive end and especially by other teams, and just look to really just be the leader out there.
Coming into this season, as you look at your schedule, and I do this just because of the nature of what I do. I'll look at games and think, hey, I'd like to be at that game. I'm looking forward to this game. When you look at your schedule, do you put any mental check marks by games? Maybe it's a big conference game. Maybe you know someone on the other team. Maybe it's a rivalry game. What games coming into this season were you really looking forward to playing?
I would say about every single game on there. I would say any given night, I'm ready to go out there and I want to win. I'm really competitive. I think we all are really competitive and we want to win every single game. So I think if we could put a check mark by any game, I'd say it'd be by every single one of them.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about your personal and team goals coming into this season.
Some personal goals would definitely just all conference, all district again. Gotta love being that and being a big contributor to the team. And some team goals, it was awesome to win conference. That was definitely one of our goals. And just keep on winning. Just keep on winning, especially in the districts.
Brendan, if you could get in a time machine and go back to that 8th grader, Brendan, and give him some advice based on what you know now as a senior.
Okay.
What advice would you give yourself based on what you know and the experiences that you've had?
Oh man, I would say that 8th grade Brendan's definitely a little bit different than Brendan now. So I would tell 8th grade Brendan that oh man, this is tough. I would say that 8th grade Brendan definitely needed to work a little bit harder. I think you get a lot further in high school basketball when you work harder. I learned that on as you got later in like sophomore, junior year, but like freshman year, Brendan definitely would have helped from knowing that you need to work hard. So I feel like working hard, that's what I needed to tell myself.
All right, very good. Well, hey, congratulations on a tremendous season up to this point, and best of luck as you go forward.
Thank you.
You bet. Coach, who do we have next?
We'll go to our third and final captain for this year, back in behind Brendan. I've got Kaysen Holder. Kaysen is a junior. Kaysen, again, is one that began to kind of be on the scene. He got on some scouting reports late last year on our good team that we had. They figured out he could play some ball, and then I think he really kind of topped a lot of those scouting reports this year in and with him. And we've been without him a couple games, and we didn't fare as well. I think our guys we played our hearts out, but it was tough without him, no doubt. He's been a point guard in him for us, taking on a new position there. But he's a very versatile player, has a great ceiling for being able to go, a great athleticism. We wouldn't be where we are without him right now. So Kaysen Holder.
Kaysen, how are you?
I'm good.
Tell us a little bit about this role, how it's changed from last year to this year for you.
Last year I really was like a shooter. I didn't really look to get the ball and score as much, but this year I really try to step up and try to help the team to be a better scorer and try to be like a main scorer. So it's a lot harder coming from last year, but it's a big step for sure.
What do you do on a game day? Let's say it's tomorrow. You guys are getting ready to take on Lighthouse Christian.
Yeah.
What are you doing to kind of get prepared mentally and physically? I mean, you're drinking lots of water, you're getting a lot of rest, you're watching film. What's your prep like?
Definitely taking my time to watch my film. Got to see what the competition is like for the next day. Try to keep my body good, eat good food, stay hydrated. Just trying to get as much shots up as well, keep my shot warm. So.
Very good. Well, Kaysen, hey, congratulations on a tremendous season up to this point. We look forward to see what you guys can do in the postseason.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, who do we have next?
We'll just go over to his right. I'll leave our other senior. I'll let him finish this thing off. He'll be entertaining for you probably. So we'll just go here to Kaysen. Beside him, I got Brady Brinkman. Brady is one that had to step up off the JV last year, and really, again, one of those we talked about. We had to have him. These next two guys, I can't explain enough. If they hadn't done what they've done and picking up and the speed of the game and where they're going, and ability to play, the confidence that they've developed, there's no way we're where we are right now. They gave us so much of what we needed that probably a lot of people don't see. So he is a junior, but Brady Brinkman's my next one.
Brady, good morning.
Morning.
Tell us a little bit about your role change from last year to this year.
Well, I definitely think I had to step up a lot, and definitely my role is to come off the bench and keep the heat going and definitely not let that wear off.
What do you do to kind of get prepared at, stepping up from JV to varsity? Obviously the game is faster. The athletes are a little bit bigger, stronger. What are you doing to kind of get prepared?
Well, definitely watching film is good.
How do you handle the nerves? Going from JV to varsity. Are you nervous before a game?
Oh yeah, definitely.
More nervous before a game or right now?
Well,
No, but were there games coming into this season you were looking forward to playing?
oh yeah, very. The first one that was very exciting and very nerve-wracking, but it was a big step.
Yeah, and that was a 3-point win over Exeter. Going back to that first game.
Yeah.
What did you have goals, personal team goals coming into this season?
Well, I mean, definitely to step up and become, an important key role to come off the bench and, be there for my team, really.
Outstanding. Brady, hey, congratulations on a tremendous season up to this point. Best of luck as you go forward into the postseason.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, and who do we have next?
Go to the young man sitting beside me. Again, another one kind of like Brady. Like I said, my goodness, had they not been able to step up and meet expectations, we're just not here. Tyler Meek is the one sitting beside me, and Tyler came on the scene, and we didn't tell him anything. We sometimes wondered if he had a conscience and what he was doing in his shot selection. I think after 4 games, he was 90% from the three-point line, and we all made a pact. We're not telling him anything. We don't want him thinking about nothing. Tyler just needs to keep going and doing what he's doing. And he's dropped off the 90% a little bit, but the kid can flat shoot the ball. He has taken away some pressure from guys like Brendan and ones wanting to double inside and do some things. And like I say, him having a confidence in what he's doing, Tyler Meek has been wonderful for us.
Tyler, how are you today?
Good, you?
I'm doing well. Tell us a little bit about your role and responsibility on the team.
I think my role is just to help my teammates out. If they're in trouble, I'm like an extra guy. Get them open. That's really it.
And you don't have to tell me the answer to this. This is a yes or no. Okay. Do you have a favorite place on the floor that you're more comfortable shooting from?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Well, they can watch film on that, but tell us a little bit about how your role has changed from last year to this year.
Just stepping up and really.
Are you looking forward to Lighthouse Christian tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
What do you do to get prepared for a game?
Watching film.
Do you find it, in visiting with, especially in baseball, you talk to guys that are pitchers, and prior to a game, if they're really good in the bullpen, they've got their curveballs breaking, they're throwing their fastball where they want. They kind of feel like, hey, I'm going to be on tonight. In warm-ups, when you're shooting, do you feel like, hey, I can't miss? I mean, or do you have days like that where you have a pregame that's really good?
Yes, sir. All the time.
All right. Very good. Well, hey, Tyler, congratulations, and tremendous good luck here as you go forward.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, we've got one more.
That is true with Tyler. I'm going to tell you right now, if the day ends in Y, he's feeling good. His favorite place to shoot is wherever he caught the ball outside the three-point line. I can answer every one of those questions for you. My next one, incredibly valuable to me. Love this young man. Going to miss all of my seniors, and this one especially. Caleb Ayer, who we have deemed CA. That's what we usually refer to him as. But CA is, again, another one that we had to have step up, kind of like Chuck. He was going to have to take more of a scoring role. He was going to have to take over on defense and some things. And honestly, he's a very humble young man. And really, that's not his comfort zone to have to be aggressive and go do that. But we weren't going to be who we were unless he chose to step up and do it. And he'll do anything you ask, guy. It's one of those, again, it makes coaches look really smart when you get to coach kids that say, you tell me what to do, coach, and I'll go try my best to do that and accomplish that. And CA is that guy for us. So Caleb Ayer, my other senior, is the last one here.
Caleb, how are you?
Good, sir.
Tell us a little bit about your role and responsibility, and has it changed from last year to this?
It's definitely changed a lot since last year. Last year, I was just a bench guy, came off to give the other guys some rest, and this year I had to start and step up. And this year I just try to be that spark guy that makes the plays on defense and hits the threes when I'm open, and mostly just take the pressure off the other guys, our main scorers.
Do you have anything that you do prior to a game to kind of get prepared?
Definitely watch film, get as much shots up as I can. We do some dribbling and ball handling and just that kind of stuff.
What's a typical game day look like? I mean, tomorrow you're at Lighthouse Christian. What does a game day look like especially when you're on the road? You've got to travel a little bit. Kind of give us your itinerary.
Well, just watching film, getting as many shots up as possible. We do some dribbling together as a team, and then just eating right, getting a lot of water, getting prepared, getting our minds right for the game.
Outstanding. Are you looking forward to the postseason?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Well, CA or Caleb, I apologize. Caleb, hey, congratulations and best of luck as you go forward here to the postseason.
Thank you.
And Coach, you've got district starting next week. You are the 1 seed. with regard to that district. Tell us a little bit about where that's going to be played.
We're going to make a little travel for it, for where we're located. We'll be about an hour and a half away, but we go up to Lamar High School, which is kind of a different place for us. None of us have ever went and played there so far, so that environment will be different. And again, a little bit of a road trip for us to go and have to do, but we were fortunate enough to go and to get put as the 1 seed right now. I think these guys earned that, but we also understand, the 5 seed in that we played a close game with in Sarcoxy, so we understand that 1 seed doesn't mean a whole lot other than, through the regular season, that's what you earn. But it did fortunately earn us a 1 day off and a bye for the first round, since we only have 6 teams. So, making that trip, we won't have to make it as many times, I guess, if we're able to win out.
Very good. And that gets you guys playing the 22nd, and you await the winner of the Pierce City Sarcoxy game. The 2 seed is Lamar, the host team, and then Marionville and Diamond will play for the right to play Lamar in the second round. Coach, as always, I greatly appreciate you guys being generous with your time. I know we ran a little bit long, but I enjoyed it, and I hope the guys enjoyed it as well.
Oh, hey, absolutely. I can't tell you how excited they were. Honestly, each and every guy thought this was a great opportunity. What you guys do for high school sports and allowing this right here to happen is absolutely an amazing thing. So we are very thankful for you reaching out to us and giving us this opportunity. I got to tell you, I feel like I'm here as we look at this screen. It feels like one of those March Madness screens where everybody's sitting here and we're waiting to see if our team gets selected to get in the tournament. I just keep waiting till I get to erupt and go crazy because we made it in. That's not happening though, right?
Now you guys made it in. You're the 1 seed.
Always wanted to do that. Thanks, guys.
You bet. You bet. Hey, you're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol remind us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
The Walnut Street Inn is located in the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State campus, Hammonds Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetinn.com or call 417-864-6346.